All right, my friends, it's your boy Teez Monkey, and we're back with another video. This one's interesting because I think a lot of people kind of wrote this perk off back in the day, and the perk that I'm talking about is Osmosis. This perk came back to life with Void 3.0 and because of Volatile Rounds. So if you're not familiar with Osmosis, what Osmosis does is using your grenade ability changes this weapon's damage type to match your subclass until you stow it. So this is only on primary weapons, right? So some of the weapons that this falls with is, of course, Fatebringer. I have the Time Lost one here, but the regular one can get it as well. This is from Vogue, of course, that raid. And then you've got some of these other weapons. Servant Leader can get it. Succession from Deep Stone Crypt. Escape Velocity is an old submachine gun. I don't even know if you can still get this now, if it's still in the pool or not, but if it is, it can get Osmosis as well. And then, of course, the exotic Traveler's Chosen. I'm sure there's a couple other guns out there that can get it. These are just the ones that I have, and I can't think of the other ones that may be out there that could have this as well. Excuse me. So why is this good all of a sudden now? Well, of course, like I said, because of Volatile Rounds. Now, Volatile Rounds is actually from the perk Volatile Flow, which comes from the artifact this season. Picking up a Void Elemental Well grants your Void weapons Volatile Rounds. I'm sure everyone's familiar with what these are at this point. If you're not, you're about to see. So if we're going to run one of these weapons, we have to have a way to create Volatile Rounds or Void Wells. This perk right here just gives you the rounds once you pick up a Void Well. So how are we going to create the well? Well, there's several things you can do. If you have a Void piece, you can use Reaping Wellmaker. After activating your class ability, your next weapon final blow on a combatant spawns a Void Elemental Well. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I don't. More times than none, I don't use it. So how am I going to create my Void Wells? Well, another way we can do that is with this mod here. Elemental Armaments. Combatant weapon final blows with a damage type that matches your subclass element have an escalating chance to spawn an elemental well. This is part of where Osmosis kicks in, because if we throw a grenade out, our gun now becomes a void gun, so we can create those elemental wells with that gun. Otherwise, we would need a void weapon to get our kills with. So there's all kinds of void weapons. The Funnel Web is a really good submachine gun that's out this season, so that's very popular. But any void weapon, you're going to need something void to do this. Osmosis lets us turn our gun into a void weapon. Now, what's another way that we can create void wells? In Void 3.0, we just got this aspect this week, which is right here. Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. Now, the difference here is if you use this to make a void well, you only get 10 seconds of volatile rounds. If you use another method, for me, it's going to be Elemental Armaments. It's like an 18-second volatile round buff. So let's see this all in action. As you can see, my Fatebringer right now is just kinetic, but as soon as I throw my grenade, it now has void. And you can see I got my volatile rounds buff. You see how that was a 10-second void buff, right? Now, if I continue to use this gun, it's still on void. I get a kill, and look, I popped a couple wells there. So now I have a 17-second volatile round buff. So you see how this works. I'm getting low here. about to run out. So if I need to get it back, I could do my grenade. Boom, volatile rounds back in effect. See, that's a much shorter one. But if you have high discipline, you can basically get your grenade back in time before you run out of your volatile rounds. You just got to mess with your discipline. Put some stuff in there that gives you grenade energy back. There's several mods out there to do that. Here we go. We got our volatile rounds again. So now we have a Firefly volatile round Fate Bringer. So if I run out, now I swapped weapons so that Fate Bringer no longer is void. So you'll see what kind of happens here. So now I need to get that proc from getting a kill with this void weapon to create a well. There we go. There's a couple popped right there. So I've got volatile rounds again, but this isn't going to do anything because it's kinetic. So I need to throw my grenade. Boom. Now it's void. So now it can pop off volatile round shots. You can see how deadly this can be on guns you may have never thought about, because Osmosis was one of those perks that a lot of people kind of, I know myself, if a gun had Osmosis on it, I was just like, eh. You know, I kept them in my vault for just in case, because you never know what Bungie's gonna do down the line, in case for some reason it became good. Well, my friends, it became good again. So like I said, we've got other weapons as well, right? Servant Leader, Osmosis, same deal. Could throw my nade. It's now void. So I can proc elemental armaments with this because it's void now, but we're just at the mercy of RNG to give us volatile rounds from, there we go, boom. Now we got volatile rounds on our Servant Leader. You want to talk about a weapon to stun barrier champs with? When you got volatile rounds going and you're hitting those barrier champs, it's over for them. Alright, and my stuff's gone again, so if I throw this, it's probably not going to kill him, but I can whittle him down and let the grenade get him. Boom, 10 seconds, volatile rounds. Sorry about the aim, my friends. So you can kind of see where this video goes to. So if you get those guns with Osmosis, don't trash them, because they can be used and they can be very, very good with these combos now in Void 3.0. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Maybe it brought something to mind that you had never thought about. Like I said, Osmosis has been a perk that wasn't really used by too much or sought after by people, but I think now we have kind of brought it back to life with Void 3.0, and then of course we're gonna have Solar 3.0 and Arc 3.0, so who knows what we'll be able to do with that as well. Don't forget, my friends, like the video, subscribe if you enjoyed it. It is free to subscribe and it supports me. And don't forget, come on over to the live streams on Facebook at fb.gg/TeezMonkey. I'm out of here, friends. See you later.